Okay, who's got a thesaurus?
Okay, yeah.
Well, no, to more meticulous. Yeah, we need your help, buddy. Yeah, meticulously.
All right. Hi, I'm the new weatherman from the western and eastern part of North Carolina. I'm here in Oklahoma because we're going to go out and bird dog thunderstorms in the southwestern part of the state. Fuck you, Oklahoma.
Where's your toupee, baby?
And also, I have a letter to Louis L'Amour, which I would like for you to transmit to him via the Pony Express. Okay?
We would be more than happy to, and you know what they say, that through rain and sleet and snow and hail, the Pony Express will deliver the mail.
Kathleen Sullivan.
Good morning, everyone. Here in Bonn today, President Reagan is getting a chance to size up some of the leaders he'll face across the table in the next 2 days of the economic summit. Mr. Reagan is holding one of two meetings today with 3 of the 6 other national leaders, beginning with his host, West German.
Right.
Judge, we're not normal.
Oh, the judges was.
More for it, don't you? Andy, did you take those with you?
And so ends another exciting day at the Cleveland County Courthouse. In Norman, Randy Renner, 5 Alive News Tonight. I've always wanted to do.
Sunshine, I'm trying to get down here to that silly thing. Come on, Jack. Oh, that's what you say.
And what else?
And the headline
gives us the latest on the action at the state capitol. Terry?
Julie, it took about 3 hours this afternoon, and it was the 3rd time the Oklahoma House had buckled under and voted on a tax plan. They said this is the last one that they're going to vote on. The final vote, just 3 more than House Speaker Jim Barker needed to send it on over to the Senate, where they're now waiting, hoping they finally get the votes to pass it and send it on to the governor so that they can begin voting on some budget issues this year. It's an 8-point plan with the largest amounts of money coming from a 4 to 8% sliding corporate tax increase, a 3.25-cent sales tax, and an additional penny on the gas tax. The debate this afternoon centered on education and the future of the state.
In the punch bowl. Salute.
Well, of course, the person who knows the most about the debate that happened this afternoon is House Speaker Jim Barker, who's joining us now. That was probably one of the toughest debates I've seen. Why was it so tough?
Well, Terry, I think any time that you have the issue.
5 Alive News at 5, and I bet Wayne Shattuck, well, Wayne, I bet you found a place where nobody's complaining about the weather for once.
Everybody seems to think they have me in a pretty good spot right now. Paul is running this ride. Paul, have you ever had anybody get up here and then turn around and go back down and not go down the ride?
About 50.
About 50 people?
Yeah.
So we make it 51 today, Paul. Yeah. All right. Okay, Paul, show me how to, let's do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. Let's do it, yeah? Okay. Oh, no! No! Whoa! Oh, oh my gosh. Hey, Jack, that was a lot of fun. We'll be back and we'll do the weather in just a little bit as soon as I get back to my feet. Okay?
Well, the 4th of July weekend fun isn't anywhere near over. It's rodeo time tonight in Edmond. Cowboys and cowgirls are roping and riding at the Edmond Roundup Club.
And tomorrow looks like a near-perfect summer day, sunny with highs in the 90s. Right now, it's 73 and clear in Oklahoma City.
Join Ron Gardner and Harley Eccles for 5... Will you believe it?
It is Martin Luther King's birthday, and it means peace and to end world terrorism and terrorism, whatever. And again if you want. Okay, how do you pronounce that? Terrorism. Terrorism. Okay, Martin Luther King. Today's special because it's Martin Luther King's birthday, and it stands for peace and to end world terrorism, and to bring mankind together, and so we can be friends. And that's about it.
This is your super tease.
What am I supposed to say, guys?
Give your name, say you're in McAllister. The thing I use is more problems at the state's maximum security prison. This time a hostage situation I'll have to take.
I can't remember all
Well,
that.
just say what comes to mind.
Are we ready? Hi, I'm Mark White. I'm in McAllister. I flew Sky 5 down here because they got me out of bed at 6:30 this morning. It was a lovely day. Thanks.
Why did you guys come out here today? Is there one particular reason?
Well, first of all, to have some fun, but then I found, at first I asked somebody what it was for. He said for the porta potties. And I said, no, that can't be it. And I found it was for the stage, the production out here at the college, which I'm glad I'm here for some reason other than to get fucked up.
How about you?
I'm out here trying to find her.
He found me.
I just wished I could start a business someday and hire all the great young people that played for me over the past 16 years of college coaching. Give me an easy chair, that'd make me $1 million a day. Wouldn't make a difference what it was. Selling ice cubes to the Eskimos, they could get it done. Anything specifically about the ball game? Outside of this horseshit philosophy, Jim.
We have been on first and second. Take care.
Okay, I don't want to be in this shot.
2, 1.
Belly.
Up to anybody's guess who could win it, and then of course again 150. Could you just sit down for a second? Thanks. 150-pound match between Higgins and Casalina.
Hold on to your hats. It's going to be a great game.
Now,
we would like to accomplish, we would like to win, kick their asses. Don't run that.
How do you feel about the box, the 25-foot coach's box?
Sucks.
What was your initial reaction when you saw where you were going and who you were going to play and how you were seated?
No.
Billy, has it been your feeling in the NCAA tournament 3 games so far that the referees are letting guys play a little bit or not? I mean, tonight, your game was just not...
Are you asking me if the referees suck? No.
Oklahoma University put it on ORU by a count of 9-7 this afternoon down in Norman. Let's take a look at some of that action and see exactly what happened. The Sooners were leading by a count of 3-1 as the crowd looked on. In the sunshine, once Glenn Sullivan with a sacrifice fly to left field. Jeff Kay tagged up, and he scored, make it 7-1 after 2 innings of play. Then in the ORU 3rd inning, Bob Zupkick. This is the, well, that's not Bob Zupkick at all. This is Bob Zupkick. He had an opposite field triple down the right field line. That scored Paige Odell. That made it 7-2.
In much of the state, I think we're glad that things are drying out. I hope they'll stay that way, Jerry.
Well, you know who has the answer to that. Wayne, can we expect some drying conditions?
Wayne.
Wow, we've been watching the radar. We are seeing some storms occurring, but the good news is that they're moving away from us. We'll show you the complete weather picture a little bit later. Jerry?
All right. Well, also later, we'll have another part in our week-long look back at Vietnam today.
Mark
McKenna, the kissing bandit, has done it again.
Since the body was discovered, but when will police know more?
They hope to know more within about 3 or 4 hours, depending on the investigation.
Okay.
Okay, Mary. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City Police will have to wait another week to find out about a proposed pay raise.
A vote on the much-discussed across-the-board pay hike was deferred this morning.
5 Alive's Jeff Muir.
Was that song?
Cute. I'm always telling the camera's off.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. See, it's the moving towards the camera. It's the biggie. Hi there. I'm going to donate this. I'm donating this portion of this hair to Sam Moore, Bob Shadell, and Bob Cash.
What would they do with it?
Patch receding areas. They can't have the frosted part. That cost me $45. You ready? Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. There is some good news in all of this concern over whatever Congress is going to write and pass on Capitol Hill. Colleges, universities, and charities could get a windfall by the end of the year from people who want to make up for what they can't give next year. Terry Watkins, 5 Alive News. Come on, Wind, give me a 3-minute break. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it now.
In 3, 2, 1. Forget it. Okay, don't you? I can do just fine until the photographer starts to laugh. Okay, you ready? I was born with this, okay? There's nothing I can do about it. In 3, 2, 1. There is a...
Cardona was at the Regents' meeting today and is in our newsroom now with details. Joe?
Jack, the Regents weren't scheduled to discuss the controversy surrounding Leone at their regular monthly meeting today, but it became a major concern after Republican gubernatorial candidate Henry Bellman's claim yesterday that Leone should be suspended from office. The issue centers on charges that Leone the allegations. Leone says he already asked the Attorney General to review the transactions in question 6 months ago, but he says he never got a reply. Jack and Jerry.
Thank you, Joe.
Still to come, a nationally...
On the scene.
And we would like to take you now to the scene of a live shot. Holly Eccles on the scene of a fire, that fire being in North Cedar Springs. Holly?
All I have...
Holly, can you hear us?
We are here now in a parking lot very close to 122nd and May. Behind me, there are 3 homes that were caught afire just minutes ago. The firefighters put out, just minutes ago, the firefighters put the fire out. It was a 2-alarm blaze. It began at 12345 North Cedar Springs. Fire officials say that the fire began near the rear of the home. It quickly spread up into the attic, and from the attic it went northerly and then engulfed 2 other structures. Again, there were about 35 firefighters, and right now investigators are digging through the ashes and the rubble, trying to determine exactly why and how that fire began. No one was hurt in the blaze. No civilians, rather, were hurt in the blaze. There was a firefighter who was sent to the hospital with a cut foot. Other than that, no one else was hurt. Again, the blaze is out and has been out for about the last 15 minutes. Ron and Mary?
All right, Holly, thank you. Holly Eccles reporting from the scene of that fire. We'll have more for you on that at 10 o'clock. That's it for now, and we hope you'll rejoin us at 10.
You know, I think it's so nice while Wayne's away for Brent to volunteer to warm up our cars on these cold nights. That was really a nice gesture.
It's not a bad thing. When Jerry's doing sports, I can run out and real quick so I can catch the rest of his sportscast and warm up the cars and everything. It'll be just copacetic.
You need some extra minutes to do that on these nights, don't you?
Definitely do. It's kind of chilly out there. The wind chill factor is 11 degrees above 0 right now in Oklahoma City. Presently, we do have clear skies.
I gotta get a chip wedge.
You want to just stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we going for chipwiches now.
That's it. Chipwich, baby, chipwich. All right, let's get on. Let's take it on. Right here, the oven. The place is great. Oh, this, you know about this place.
Oh, yeah.
This place is fantastic.
Avocado burger.
Cup of what?
Avocado burger.
Avocado.
I got him. Got Mr. French Fry.
How you doing? How are the rings today? Okay, good.
Cookie, crunchy outside, creamy smooth vanilla icing on the inside. A chipwich, only at charcoal oven. $1.69, we're gonna have one. We're gonna eat it all, get messy, put it on my face. I'm gonna bathe in it. I'm gonna love it. Shut up here. Shut up. Oh yeah, I can hardly wait. I'm about ready to go up to the window on my own. I can't wait for the chipwish. It's melting, it's up there. It's waiting for me. Come on, man, pick up your penny. And she dropped a penny and she's holding my chipwich, all right? Let's go, all right? Come on, man, I'm gonna beep the horn soon. Don't give her my chipwich, man. That's mine. My name on it. Here we come.
Hi. B174.
Came all the way from Kansas City for this.
Really?
Heard all about them.
Really?
Chipwiches.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. Kansas City. Kansas City for a chipwich. That's right.
Well, you come back because they're really good.
I know, that's what I heard.
You come back, charcoal oven is the best. 18, 26-inch trays. Thank you.
Thank you much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you drive? I gotta eat this now. How do we get home now? Oh, they put plastic on it. Oh.
On his face and hands.
How long has it been with the department?
Been about 2 years.
Thank you. Is he young? Old?
Thanks, John.
Any personal comments about how you
He's about my age.
Yeah.
Old guy, huh?
Yeah.
Any personal comments about how you spend your Saturday nights?
This is rolling. Oh, God.
Saturday night, the utopian Saturday night. Myself and Kathy Wise. Oh!
But what were you doing when the call came
We
to your
planned
house?
this.
No, what were you doing when the
You're
call
not getting out of this. You're not getting out of this. We planned this. Yes, we did.
What were you
We
doing?
get together.
What were you doing?
Laundry, women's work, laundry. You know, cleaning, vacuuming. Yes, thank you.
You'll make a fine wife
I'm going to make
someday.
somebody a good wife. Yes.
The plan is to build the Assembly Center here on the north end of State Fair Park next to All Sports Stadium. This is solid bedrock under my feet, which would hold down the cost of putting up the building's foundation. Cost containment is very important. A guarantee of cost containment. Just slow down and get the fucking thing done. Come on, this is not a joke anymore. We're not in fucking Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is 36 Market. Now fucking get your act together. God damn it. Fuck around anymore. This is it, man. If I don't do this, my dick falls off. I want my dick to fall. Think of mean things. This is solid bedrock under my feet, which would hold down the cost of putting in the building's foundation. Cost containment and the guarantee of it is very important to city fathers, they think. If this, that's it, it's falling off, man. It's in a jar right now. Put in the fucking formaldehyde. All right, we got to get going. We got a lot of shit. All right, we got a lot of shit to do. Yeah, we're freelancing now. The plan is to build the Assembly Center here on the north end of State Fair Park next to All Sports Stadium. This is solid bedrock under my feet, which would hold down the cost of putting up the building's foundation. The guarantee of cost containment is very important to city fathers. If this ever project is to get off the... Yeah. I'm too far. The plan is to build the Assembly Center here on the north end of State Fair Park next to All Sports Stadium. This is solid bedrock under my feet, which would hold down the cost of putting up the building's foundation. Cost containment and the guarantee of it is very important to city fathers if this project is ever to get off the ground, especially in these days when we hear about million-dollar cost overruns in other cities for dome stadiums. It's fucking shit!
3, 2, 1. There may be a... Jeez.
Yeah, but polyester will never let you down. All plastic. When Britain's royal wedding takes place later this year, it will be amid the fanfare of trumpets, the spectacle of pageantry, and just about every kind of souvenir you can think of. Martha Teichner reports on the commercialization of the royal wedding.
There will be more news at 8:30. Good morning, David.
Morning. Morning, Jed. What's the jet stream look like this morning?
You never sounded better. You know, I came to talk you out of leaving, man. It's the best character in my act. You can't...
I'm done. Hey, listen, I'm gone, man. You can have it. Here, sit right down. You got it, man.
I think it's time for weather.
Spence, what's the weather like? Good morning.
We're going to go talk about some clouds now, David. This is great. Well, I tell you, I love these guys that do impressions. I'll tell you, I got no respect, you know. It's a rough life. I told my kid about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and the butcher. Okay, we got clouds here in the central part of the nation today. It's going to be stormy over much of the plains and the Rockies. Texas is getting pounded. Let's close in on that region and see what's going on.
Still live, though. We're ready to roll.
Feeling feisty today, aren't they?
Yeah, you want to see this?
No, I really don't care to.
Well, that's all right. I know you don't want it, but you're going to have to.
I appreciate you coming down. I just want your help.
I'm tired of you talking about...
Ow! You just...
Oh, my heavens. Scared me to death.
We're only halfway through ratings.
Sorry about that. Talking about me and hee-haw. Took him by surprise, didn't I?
You did.
You didn't scare me.
I'm going to keep score here. Jerry Park's ahead by 1.
Oh, okay.
Now
He can't shut it down. Oh, shit, we've just killed people. We have just killed a bunch of people. Oh, no. Oh, shit, we've just killed people. We have just killed a bunch of people. Okay. Don't turn loose of it. Okay.
Well, we got our morning team from KLOS coming up.
Huh.
Have you seen this happen before?
Never. Never heard anyone at a
Any advice for kiddos out there that you might have?
No, just be the best you can be.
Have you ever got stuck in the chimney?
Yeah, a few times. But I'm magic, though. I can get out.
No problem.
Yeah, sometimes it takes longer, but I still get it. I'm getting old, you know, 2,482 years old.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of makes for a heavy birthday cake, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Stud, how you doing?
Fine.
For Santa's sake. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, give me a good from the diaphragm.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
The burglary itself will be under investigation until the suspect is apprehended.
Okay, all right. I'll do it.
And we're going to shoot his nuts off.
How prepared are Oklahoma's children for the high-tech world of the 21st century? Not as prepared as they could be, say many educators who are pushing for more advanced teaching techniques. Tonight, one teacher is successful in boosting the capabilities of the science program at Eisenhower Middle School in Oklahoma City. Rosemary Eskridge received the $25,000 Krista McCullough Fellowship, and with it, she transformed her classroom into a high-tech science lab with robotics, laser discs, and computers.
Scientific research is showing us that children in their lifetime will change their careers 5 different times, and so we have to be able to prepare them for the technology that's going to be here at that time.
In some science classes, they just, you just write notes and you do experiments and stuff, but in here you get to build things and work on computers. It's a challenging course, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Jane tells me that's robotics. Eskridge teaches a class with Eddie Taylor. About 200 7th and 8th grade students are in the class, which is the only one of its kind in the state. Eisenhower, I apologize there. I just got confused.
I'm supposed to talk about the flu, which I will attempt to do on House Call. It's the topic of the illness that strikes any time of year, the flu. On 5 Alive News at 5, Dr. Sidney Schnitz of Baptist Medical Center talked about the flu and some of its symptoms.
First, usually a headache, as well as a fever, and then the aching that you mentioned. Soon the respiratory symptoms follow, maybe a day or two later, a cough, a stuffy nose. The fever, as I said, will last from 3 to 5 days, but the cough, running nose will continue.
And tomorrow on House Calls, the doctor will take your questions about exercise and your health.
Well, Perry won't be coming into our office tomorrow, will he? Or maybe
Robotics.
he will. Robotics. Up next, we'll take you inside ABC to show you the early morning side of things.
And when he says early, he means early. We'll explain right after this.
So in a manner of speaking, you might say it is all done with mirrors. Hope that answers your question. So in a manner...
For one thing, we found that contrary to popular belief, not everyone wants to hear a lot about the weather.
Why not?
When I come out here for the weather...
You know, Butch's real name is Charles William. I couldn't say Charles as a young boy. I still have a problem. Still have a problem. But I said, let's just call him Butch, and so it stuck.
We called him Rover for a little while, but it lasted for about 2 months.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay, we want to put your address up on the screen, and you can write Ray Vaughn at this address.
If you got some legal questions, go ahead and feel free to.
Go ahead and feel free to put that up on the screen.
Put the address up on the
just
screen.
go
That
ahead.
way you'll know his address and you can write.
You think those guys are asleep in the control room? You think that's the case? You think that might... Go ahead and put the address up on the screen. Hey, guys, you think they're asleep?
I think there's a malfunction somewhere in the control room.
Let me, how about if I just...
No, hold on a second.
Okay.
Are you guys asleep in the control room?
Let's
just go check it out. You want to just stay right here. We're going to go check and see if these guys are asleep in the control room.
There's something going on. I
really
back
think they're
here.
asleep, if you ask
I don't
me.
like it. This ought to wake them up.
I
You
think
see
so.
that?
I think these guys are asleep.
That'll be asleep back here.
I can't believe. Can you believe? I'll lay you 10 to 1.
You know, all we wanted was an
asleep.
address.
That's all. Just Ray Vaughn's address.
Look what I've got here.
That'll wake them up. I bet you they're asleep. Let's check.
I don't know. It's never happened before.
Oh, bull. Look at this. Look at our producer.
What's going on here?
This is our producer.
Well, he is asleep.
He's fat.
He's in his bathrobe over here.
And look at our associate producer. Can you believe this?
She's got her teddy bear over there.
And look at our...
And Don.
Well, he's passed out.
Oh, well, look.
Oh, look. His coffee.
Well, look, his
coffee IV.
His coffee IV is come unplugged. No, look.
That's the
There
problem.
it is.
Just
Let's put it back in here. Oh, there you go.
Wake up, Don.
Wake up.
Don.
There he
Wake up.
Yeah. Wake up, everybody.
Wake up. You guys,
Wake up here. Hey, what's going on? That'll get him up. Think that did it?
I knew those guys were asleep. I knew it. You know, they were in there in their bathrobe and then the pillow and the whole thing. Okay, do we have the address for Ray Vaughn now? Do we? Let's put it. There it is.
Look at that. All it takes is a little rousing this morning, that's all. If you'd like to ask Ray some legal questions, go ahead and feel free to write him at 3006 East Memorial Road, Edmond, 73013, and he'll try to answer your questions free on the air. All you have to do is keep watching 5 Alive.
You know, I've done that to juries before, but I'd never have done it to, to an entire control room.
Well, did you see his coffee IV has come undone.
You mean you put them to sleep? Is that what you do?
Right out.
We'll be back with Encore and Company in just a moment, so don't go away.
But it didn't make much difference. Given a lot of room. Ooh, it came back. Wow. You seem surprised, Mike. Of course, you used to give it that kind of room. The first 5 in a row.
A special guest, none other
Put your hand on there, maybe you can show how big he is compared with your hand.
See? I'm trying to think of what I could do naturally. I'm not going to touch him more. You want me to touch him? I'll touch him.
No.
He's kind of run before.
Sorry about that.
Okay. No. You're going to have to hold me. Okay. Well, I'll put the lid back on until it calms down. Okay. Oh, that's good. You got anything? Go. Move your hand. Come on. Get your nose down there. You want it in the move. Yeah, there it is.
Greg Powell.
Greg Powell.
Polls are closed and now results are being counted. We'll have the latest election results of state primaries on 5 Live News tonight. And you may be one of several Oklahomans who have money you didn't know you had. We'll tell you more in just a moment.